everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm a pro makeup artist living in Ontario, Canada, a skincare consultant, and proud puppy mom. So today we're just going to do a look. I'm just going out to get some containers. I'm doing some organization today. So we can talk about your organizational tips. You want to leave me any? I am doing deep dives into my house lately. I'm doing a lot of condensing, a lot of throwing away, a lot of headache for my garbage man. So just get ready with me while I get ready just to go to the store and get my house organized. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you want to see regarding this look. I'll try to remember to leave the links below, and as far as my sound quality, I do apologize, my microphone is charging. And other than that, my hair is not great, but I'm going to be reviewing a styler as well, so let's dive into it. First of all, I partnered with a company called Butterfly. I do product reviews, so I just want to say that this was a sponsored gift. And it's the Aveeno Common Restore Daily Moisturizer. It's got SPF 30 in it, and I love this. I have it on, so I am kind of glowy. I do recommend SPF all the time. Anyway, this is great. It's not sticky. It does leave a tiny bit of a white cast, but it does disappear. It's very creamy. It's a really nice moisturizer if you don't want to do 2 steps. This one's great. Aveeno's nice and gentle. Highly recommend. So thank you to Butterfly for gifting me this. On with the show. So I just have my moisturizer and my SPF on and my eye cream. Obviously it's not doing its job, but let's just get on to it. So I've been loving lately the e.l.f. Liquid Putty Primer. If you know me and know my channel, I'm a huge fan of the Vitamin C Putty Primer. I think it's beautiful on the skin. It leaves a nice healthy glow, but I thought I'd give the liquid one a try. It is really nice. It blends in really quickly. I do enjoy the texture that the putty primers leave. They leave your skin just really nicely prepped for makeup, and this one's got a really pretty glow to it. Whether it's from the sunscreen, I don't know, but it seems to look really nice on the skin, and it does hold my makeup in place. So like the other Epic e.l.f. products, this one is a win. e.l.f.'s really upped their game. So as far as concealer, I'm going to stick with Haus Labs today because I just think it's great. This is their Triclone Concealer. I'm just going to do some spot concealing. Sorry, I'm going to go over to my bigger mirror. So while I'm doing this, what are your organizational tips? I'm going to get some containers for my under bathroom cabinet. I have a hubby that, and as well as myself, have a tendency to, when the cupboards get full and overrun underneath there, then it just becomes a dumping ground for us to just kind of throw stuff in there, and now it's getting out of control. So what I want to do is I have a beauty room here that I do filming in, and I'm in here for my clients. So all my beauty stuff is in here. My skincare, on the other hand, is in the bathroom, and I don't like to leave it all over the counter. I like hubby to have a free counter space, so a lot of it goes underneath. Then you have the cleaning products and assorted other stuff. There's hair trimmers, there's Q-tips, there's you name it under that mess. So what I need to do is get some containers that look nice, but that maybe slide out so that we can access our product without, you know, pulling out baskets, things like that. And as you can already see, the concealer, I don't know if you can see in this light, but the concealer really does a lot of my work for me. It's a beautiful lightweight concealer. Really good for touch-ups. If you didn't want a full face, you could absolutely go out like this with a little bit of blush and mascara. I'm not going to be that girl today. As far as drugstore, so drugstore, I've been loving this one. It's the Revlon Illuminating Foundation. It's gorgeous. It has a very similar texture to the NARS Light Reflecting, which is bizarre to me, but this is a beautiful foundation. And the light reflecting, I think in Canada is $61, something to that effect. And I do like the Haus Labs as well, Triclone, but I'm just going to do drugstore today. This is a beautiful finish. It's absolutely lovely. I am in the shade 317. I'm a neutral. So just a little pump on the hand is all you need. It's just stunning. It works really well with the concealer as well. You can use a brush, you can use a sponge. Sometimes if I'm a little heavy-handed, I'll go over with the brush, but I love it. It's beautiful. So what do you all do as well for your kitchen storage? Are you one of those that like the tall bins, clear bins where you can see everything? I'm kind of becoming a big fan of that. I did have a few of them that I got in an old subscription box, which I really liked. They had a silicone lid and really sturdy, kept the food really fresh. But I find when you buy those kits, they can get really expensive. Like I saw one at HomeSense probably a couple weeks ago, and they had a kit of about 14 containers, which is probably all I would have needed. And they wanted like $150 for it. So that was a hard pass for me. But I also find that it's probably cheaper to get it as a kit as opposed to buying them individually. You just have to make sure you know what's going in them first so you get kind of the right size. But I don't know. I think we need a container store here. That's what I think. So see how beautiful that is? My light might be a bit bright, but it's pretty nice. It's got a beautiful luminosity to it. Let's see if we can maybe try that. It's pretty, eh? I really like it. I really like it a lot. So, okay, well, that's about the light you're gonna get. Anyway, I really enjoy that foundation. I highly recommend it. I'm also a cosmetician at Shoppers, and I recommend that foundation all the time. So now I can hide my forehead, my bane of contention. All right, so that's beautiful. I'm just going to spot conceal again with the Triclone. Haus Labs has been doing a wicked job of putting out quality products. I mean, I've heard pluses and minuses with some of the lip deals and things like that, but as far as their foundations and their skin products, top notch. So I get really red around there. Just going to do a little here, and if you highlight here, you won't look as jowly. So I like to do a little there. I mean, they're still there, but they don't look as prominent. Blends like butter. So I don't know about you, but when it gets sunny, and it's still cold here in Ontario, we have the bipolar weather of it being spring one day and snowy the next. But that's okay, because I know spring's coming, so I'm in no rush. But when it gets sunny and I start seeing dust everywhere, and then I start wanting to get into nest mode, especially because I work part-time, the other days that I'm home, I have to keep busy. I can't, I mean, I could sit and binge watch Sopranos, or I could, you know, do whatever, but I like to keep busy, so I figure if I do a room a day, you know, then it gets done for spring. And then all we're left to do is clean up the patio furniture, clean up the patio, and get that all going. So there's everything blended. It looks really good. It looks better in person, but camera is what it is. So now I'm just going to set with a little bit of the Jason Wu. It's the Ready Set Matte loose powder. I really like it. I don't usually do the whole face. I just usually set, you know, a little under the eyes, a little under the jaw. I don't bake, as you know, but I will set. I don't like the whole face to be powdered because then it has a tendency to look a little chalky. But I do like to give it something to grip to. Okay, so that being done, that was one of the e.l.f. brushes in my kit. It's a great brush for on the go. e.l.f. makes great brushes too. All right, so I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer. And again, drugstore. I'm not spending a lot of money on bronzer. I have the Charlotte Tilbury one. I've had it for years. I find sometimes it can be a little pale on me. It depends on the day. But I'm really liking this Essence one. It's just Kissed by the Light, and it's got all the little reflectives in it. So if I want to highlight, I'll use that. And then I just use that to bronze the face. And I'm not a heavy bronzer like a lot of people. I just want it very simple. So I'm just going from the ear in light feathery strokes, because this is pretty pigmented for, I think, a $4 bronzer it was, something like that. And with this and my blush, I'm not going to need highlighter really. This should do the trick, because I find if I'm too highlighted, it has a tendency to enhance every single wrinkle I have. But that is pretty. And I don't usually do my forehead because nobody usually sees it. But it's really pretty. Like that, and it's a really great deal. Jason Wu blush, also at Shoppers, also drugstore, also fabulous. This is the kit that I have, and it is the, pardon my old people eyes, it's the blush number 5. So it's called Sext, and it's got a beautiful peach, it's got a beautiful pink, and then it's got more of a bronzer as well. Super lovely, super pigmented. You don't need much. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of pink mixed with a little bit of the peach. Tap off, start at the outer corner. So pretty. And see, you don't really need highlighter because it picks up the light. It's so stunning. Jason Wu is a nice brand that Shoppers brought in. He's got some quality products, but that just gives the prettiest flush without being too much. So pretty. And I'm speeding through this because this is a really quick look. Now I'm going to snatch a little bit of my jaw. This is e.l.f. again. There's the halo wand in the light. Just because my jaw is not as snatched as it could be. And I'm not going above my jaw. I'm not going below. I'm just going right along the edge. And I'm going to fill in just this bottom part, not the whole chin. I learned that from one of the gals I follow, celebrity makeup artist. And then I'm just going to blend it in. I'm not going to blend it too much. I still want that definition. But you see how it, here, yeah, you can see it's a little more snatched. I mean, obviously my jaw doesn't go that way, but we'll pretend it does. I'm not going to contour nose, anything like that today. We're going to make it quick. I'm just going to the store. I'm not trying to impress anybody. Jason Wu again. This one's called Brows Before Boys. Love this. I'm still in love with my NYX Lift and Snatch pen, but I can use that for detailing. But this I love as a powder because it is a little more subtle. And I'm just going in with the lightest shade. It's like a taupey shade, but they do have more of a gray shade and more of a dark shade as well. And I'm just flicking up with my angle brush, just making those hairs, but not making it this squared off Instabrow kind of thing, just making it look natural. I'm just filling in the sparse hairs. I'm not drawing on a new brow. I'm just making it look as realistic and soft as possible. I'm not using any gel, anything like that today. We're not doing anything fancy. You see how it just fills it in a little bit more, but keeps it soft. Sometimes pencils and pens can be a little harsh, but this with an angle brush looks just like hair. You see? I did give my brows a little shaping today, and if you guys haven't seen this, you should get one of these. I don't like to pluck because it hurts. I'm just not a fan of plucking, but this is the Flawless. So you can get this at the drugstore as well. They have them in kits for the face as well, but this is for the brows. It's got a little light on it too. You see that? And I just go in and do my shaping. It's fabulous. Run and get one. Okay, so just finishing up this one. My brows are very different, as Makeup School says. Brows are sisters, not twins, and I get that, but I wish they were more like close sisters than estranged. What we did to our eyebrows in the 80s was criminal. And now, apparently, I hear that 80s brows are coming back, and I'm not loving that because I'm recovering from 80s brows. If you know me, you know that I'm 55. I'm going to be 56 this year. And so I have done most of the trends that influencers are coming out with and renaming something else. So if you also know me, you know that when I do makeup on clients, I don't do blown out crazy looks. I specialize in over 40 set. I specialize in natural makeup that you look good in. I specialize in lessons for teens. There's a lot of creators that know how to do the blown out looks. And if I was doing a runway shoot, absolutely. But I do everyday wearable makeup. Oh, this hair. Oh, I need a haircut. My hairdresser's booked up this week. Oh. Okay, oh, I forgot to use this, but I highly recommend this, and it's very underrated. It's by Pixi, and it is her Peach Color Corrector. You can see it's well used. I use this under my eyes to counteract the purple before I put the concealer on, but I was in a bit of a rush, so I didn't use it. But I recommend it to a lot of my clients as well. It's really good, it's creamy, it's pigmented, and it does help with discoloration under the eyes. Okay, brows are done. Face is done. Now, I'm weird in that I do my lips before I do my eyes, and I'm probably weird because I do my face before my eyes too, but I'm not doing a high shimmer look. I just like having lips on so my eyes don't look like the star and I have pale lips. It's just weird. So I'm just using the NYX, this is a NYX retractable, blah, blah, blah. It's a retractable lip liner, which I like better. I find they're a little creamier. And this is in the shade Natural, which it is. It's just a nice pinky nude. Very creamy. And I like to kind of round out my top lip. I used to be a smoker, so I do have those lines. I'm not anymore, but I do like to cover them up. And then I just lightly fill. That's going to make your lipstick stay on a bit longer when it has a base to stick to. And let me know in the comments, guys, if there's such thing as a lip primer. I thought there was years ago. Like some of you could put on that would keep the lipstick on. And I'm not talking about those two-step lipsticks, but like a primer. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Now I'm just going to tightline the waterline. And this is a NYX pencil too. This is the Epic Wear liner and it's in a brown shade. I have ridiculously long under eyelashes. Does anyone else have that problem? Yeah, they get in the way. All right, so far, still glowy. This hair. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of eyeshadow primer. I'm going to use the Milani. I did get a sample of the Milk Hydro Grip. Whoa, that's too much. The Milk Hydro Grip eye primer. I got a sample of it with my last Sephora, and I mean, it was okay. I thought it would be better because it's Milk and it's Hydro Grip, but I may give it another shot. I've got enough of the sample left I can try tomorrow. Now this has like a nice natural shade, covers all the veins and all the blue. It dries down really quick. Everybody's saying do P. Louise. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so Milani done. I am going to review this stunner today. So this is the brand new NARS palette. It's the Afterglow Irresistible, and it really does give me a lot of Charlotte Tilbury vibes in the color scheme. So, I mean, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. So we're going to do it simple today. And the way I do it probably isn't the way everybody else does it. And you do you. But I'm going to do it quick today. I like to do it a little bit in reverse. So I like to put, I'm going to take the lightest shade. And I am going to just tap it on my brow. Get that in there first. And then blend it out. These are super creamy shades. So they should be for the price of this palette. But such a beautiful palette for weddings and brides. Like I will be using this on a bride I have to do this year. And I'm hoping to use it a lot more. Because I've been using it and I love it. Okay, so that's on there. I'm taking the same flat brush. I'm going to dip into this, which one? This one here, this little pinky one. It's like a pinky mauve too. Pinky mauve color. And just putting it on the lid and a tiny bit above. I have a bit of a hooded eye, so I like seeing both the shimmer and the crease color. If you have hooded eyes, you lose that lid space, so a lot of eyeshadow can get lost in the fold of skin. I like to just carry it a little bit higher up. Oh, it's so pretty though. I know I have wrinkly eyelids, but that's just the way it is. Yeah, it's a pretty, pretty pink shade. These are such romantic colors. Like, I can imagine doing a whole wedding party in this. Stunning. So I only did it halfway, right? This part I left bare. So I'm going to take my fluffy brush, and yes, it does have product on it because I was using this palette before. So it's the same product. And I am going to dip into this one here. So this one's a matte, and I'm just going to do a bit of a crease color. Always tap it off. I find these have a little bit of fallout, and I'm just going over this for a crease color. Well, this might be more of a look than I intended, but it'll be bomb regardless. So I'm just going over it, blending it out with that color up above the crease. I don't know why these colors always come off orange in my camera, but they're not. They're pink. They're like rose gold. Okay. Stunning! Okay. I'm going to take another fluffy brush. I'm going to take this little guy. This is an e.l.f. brush. I'm just going to dip into this warm tone here. It's also a matte. And I'm just going to fluff out the outside. Just to give the eye a little dimension. Okay, this is a little smokier than I was going for today. Why not, though? So, along with my organization story, I know a lot of you people aren't into this site, but I discovered Temu, like everybody else did, and I got some great egg storage. Basically, they're 2 drawers that stack, and you can, there's slots for the eggs, obviously, and you just pop it in the fridge and you can just slide them out, so you don't need to take them out of the egg container. They're just nicely sitting in this container that has a top, so you can, stack stuff on top of it too. And I thought that was ingenious. But sometimes we don't want to wait. And Temu's pretty quick, but sometimes we don't want to wait. So where do you get stuff like that? Like, I need more fridge organization too. I need all the organizational things. So here's the outside done. Now I'm just going to casually blend it all together. It's so pretty. Just brushing it up and out, not passing here. Just so it has that gradation. So pretty. Okay, I'm going to take my pencil brush. It's a Luxie 237 brush. I'm going to dip into that same darker outer corner. I'm just going to do a drop shadow. Those of you that don't go to makeup school might not have heard that term, but a drop shadow is basically just the bottom shadow. So pretty. And now I'm just going to put a little shine on the lid, and I'm just going to go with the lightest one, this gold one. A lot of these other ones have a lot of color pigment in it, whereas this one just has more sparkle. Well, it's a bit gold. So much for being basic today, eh? Well, this palette is kind of tempting. But see how pretty that is? The gold. And then I can just take my blender brush that I used for the outer corner and just go back in and blend it all together. Super pretty. It does give me Pillow Talk vibes. Okay, and I don't normally line my lids, but I will do inside waterline. Just give the lashes a little bit more definition. Another hero favorite of mine is the Essence Volume Boost Primer. So if you haven't used an eyelash primer, I suggest you do. They're fabulous. They basically precondition the lashes. They give it a head start. They will give you the lift, and then the mascara will do the color. I'm also going to use this lash curler. I like it because it does individual little groups as opposed to the whole thing. It's very nice. It's easy to use. I believe it's Revlon, but it just does it in sections, which is nice. So you can curl it as much or as little as you want. My lashes are pretty straight. Then I go in with the primer. It's just white. I think Lash Paradise makes one that's pink. I think L'Oreal has one as well. But it does make such a difference. Look at that. It's crazy. You can't really see it on camera, but they're really long now. And I have to open my eyes really wide when I put on mascara, so bear with me. I might have to make that face because my bottom eyelashes are so flippin' long that they stick into my top ones, which is really annoying. And Telescopic for the win. We're going to do L'Oreal Telescopic just because that's what I had on hand. So good. So good. I don't know how you can't see my mascara in this light because my eyes are super wide awake looking. Okay, well, they are there, trust me. Okay, so is that my look? Are we doing lipstick? Maybe we are. We'll see what we've got here. I might do a brown. So this is 840 Nature's Blush. That's L'Oreal. It's a nice brown tone. And see how I round out the top? It just gives it, not like that Bratz look, but it does make it a little more plumped up. Whoops, and enter my curler. Okay, now that that's all done, I'm going to give it a spray with the e.l.f. Coconut Spray. I really like this stuff. It's super hydrating. I don't use it as a setting spray. It's just more of a melt everything together spray. Now, if you're wondering what that noise is in the background, I got a curler not too long ago and it sucked. It wasn't working. So I picked up this Top Forever one from Amazon. It's great. It's got a tiny little clip on the bottom, but you can do curls and you can do straightening with it. And it's not bad. I mean, it's a bit loud, but I like the fact that the airflow keeps the hair cool when you're straightening. And I think it goes up to 410. This is at 380. It does make the hair kind of shiny, which is nice. It is a little bit loud, but I kind of like it. Now, there's not much help with my hair today because I am well overdue for a haircut. But it is nice. I had, we went out for date night last night and I had my hair very wavy. And this did the trick. So, high five to these guys. I got this off Amazon. Had really good reviews. My hair is naturally wavy, so to get it to go straight is a huge struggle because it always wants to pull waves out. But I really like this. And in case anyone's wondering about my hair color, yes, it was a lot blonder before. Now it's more of a rosy color. I also did try out L'Oreal Preference's new color line. It's the Nudes line. They're supposed to look more natural, you know, better for your skin tone. And so I used the blonde and I'm really impressed with it because they included in it both cool tones and warm tones to kind of mesh to come up with this color. And I'm not mad at it, not at all. I think it is a warmer tone. I like to have a little warmth around my face. And yeah, shout out to L'Oreal Preference because it was a good color. I really, really like it. So this, I mean, this is doing what it needs to do as far as straightening. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I wish it was a little quieter, but obviously with the airflow it can't be. And I use an air hairbrush anyway, so I mean, it's not the styler, it's my hair. It's just, it needs a trim so bad. Okay, so folks, thanks for hanging out with me. This is the final look. Let me know what more you want to see, what more you want to hear about, what more you want to talk about. I am booking up for weddings quickly, so if anybody's looking for bookings, get a hold of me now. Doing a lot of trials right now, but if you have any questions, any concerns, anything you just want to chat, drop me a line, leave me a comment in the comment box. I am thinking of doing another giveaway, so maybe when I hit 700 subscribers, we'll say, I'm going to do another giveaway. So please subscribe and like and follow and all the things, and I will catch you again soon. Thanks for stopping by.